In this video, we will give you an overview of Denari reports. There are a wide variety of people who use Denari. Some are detailed data people who want to slice and dice their data. Some simply want to click a button to get the information they want. Denari attempts to meet both of those needs as much as possible. To do that, Denari has 4 types or categories of reports moving from easiest to hardest. They are quick reports, basic reports, segmenters, and Izenda. Let's look at each category. First, quick reports. Click on the reports button here on the left. And then quick reports and quick reports again. This page contains some basic reports that require almost no thinking to run. The descriptions tell you that they are what they are, and the filters are built into each report. For example, if you want a gift summary by appeal code for last year, you can go to that section and click on last year. These quick reports run immediately on your screen in a service called Reporting Services. The format can't be changed, but you do have a choice of outputs. Just click the little diskette icon at the top and select your output choice. PDF and Excel are probably the 2 most common. So quick reports are one-click reports, and if they meet your needs, you're done. If you would like to use some filters other than those in the quick reports, you can move on to the next category of reports called basic reports. Again, we'll click the reports link here on the left. Many of the reports found here might be classified as basic reports. Let's look at one for an example. We'll click on Gifts, and here we see a list of gift-related reports. A good one to start with is the Detailed Gift Listing Report. Let's move first down to the bottom of the page. As you can see here, you have options to apply filters to the report. Filters simply allow you to get selected criteria. For example, near the top here we have starting and ending dates. We can enter a date range here to filter our results by date. Or below that we can use the relative date range. Relative means relative to today, so we could choose this month. We can filter by batch number, low and high amount, a specific donor account number, and fund codes. And I skipped the gift segment field here at the top because that is a little more advanced, and we'll talk about that later. One note here, in almost all reports in Denari, no filters are required. You only use the filters that give you what you want. In this report, you might want to limit this to a date range only, and that will give you all the gifts in that date range. You don't then need the batch number fields, amount fields, etc. Remember, only use the filters you need, nothing more. And now that I've told you that, let me say that this is the Detailed Gift Listing Report, and it is one exception to that rule. Because it's giving you a list of gifts, and some organizations might have millions of gifts, this report requires a date range filter. All other reports in Denari follow the rule. So basic reports give you the ability to apply some filters. However, you can't change the format of the output. This report is called the Detailed Gift Listing Report. It's going to come back to your inbox in a PDF format. The word detail here means every gift. So you're going to see a list of gifts in the report in the format of this report. To run the report, you click the Submit Request button here at the top. Let's go back now to the reports link again. And then gifts. And here we see a list of gift-related reports, as mentioned earlier, that all work in a similar way. However, some of the reports have the initials RS following them. These indicate reports that work in the reporting services format we saw in the quick reports earlier. The others all come to your inbox as PDFs. If we click the names link, we see a list of reports that are name related. The pledges link will give you pledge related reports, etc. Let's click again on gifts and detail gift listing again. The top section of this report allows you to memorize this report and schedule it to run when you want it to. Let's say that you want to see a list of gifts from this week every Friday. Enter a description, so we might type here something like gifts from this week. In the frequency field, we're going to choose weekly. In the distribution field, we'll choose file queue email notification. In the email list field, we can type a list of email addresses separated by commas. We can select a registered emailer, and that is just a person that has already been set up in your data to be able to send the emails. And then finally we can enter a note if we want to. And then we'll check the day of the week that we want that to run. At the bottom of the page, we need now to set a filter. So we'll go to the relative date range and choose this week. Now, click the Save as Memorized Report button here at the top. Every Friday, Denari will now send a link to this report to all the people in the email list. They can click the link to open the report, and they don't need to be Denari users, so you could send it to board members, management people, or anyone inside or outside the organization. So let's click again on the reports link. And then gifts, and this time gift summary by fund RS. As mentioned earlier, this report is a reporting services type report that runs on your screen rather than going to the inbox. However, they too can be memorized. You have similar filter options here. You can filter by the starting and ending date, relative date range, a gift segment, which we'll talk about later, a date range, and fund code range by entering the starting and ending fund codes. To run the report, you will simply click Run Report here on the side from the Quick Actions menu. However, if you wish to memorize this report, you can click the Save as Favorite link. So where does the favorite go? Again, we'll click that Reports link on the left. Then Quick Reports, and now Favorite Reports. Here you will see a list of those reporting services type reports that have been saved as favorites. And you have three options here. One, you can run the report. Simply click on the report title and it will run just as it would have when you first set it up. So for example, if you have a report that will show you donations for last month and you've set that up with a relative date range, when you run this, Denari will give you just that. You have really created your own quick report. The second option is to click the distribution link. That will give you fields similar to the ones we saw with the PDF reports. You can give it a description, set the frequency, and choose when it will run. You can also then email that distribution list to all the people as mentioned before. Just click Save and Denari will again begin emailing the links to the reports on the appropriate days. And the third option is simply to delete the report. So to briefly summarize basic reports, they give you the ability to apply some filters to get a standardized report. They come in two forms, PDF and reporting services. It's a good idea to spend some time running some of the basic reports found under the reports link to see what they can do. You will probably find that you can get much of the information you need from them. If you can't get the information you need from either the quick reports or the basic reports, your next option are the segmenters. You'll find them by clicking the reports button here on the left again, and then query tools. There are several segmenters, but the three most used are name segmenter, gift segmenter, and pledge segmenter. There are separate videos for each of these because they require more detailed training, but here's the general purpose of the segmenters. The term segmenter simply means that they segment your data. Name segmenter filters on names gift segmenter on gifts, and pledge segmenter on pledges. Each offers a large number of optional filters. Name segmenter is most often used to produce mailing lists, but can be used for other lists of names as well. The segmenters are a little more complicated, so check out the videos on those topics for more information. The last category are the Izenda reports. When the first three categories of reports won't meet your needs, Izenda is available. It's a third-party report writing program integrated into Denari. It allows you to define the report output by selecting which fields you want to display and also define the filters you want for your report. So we can get to the Izenda reports by clicking the report builder link here on the left. This is a large page and it takes a few seconds to load, so I've preloaded it for us here. Here we see a list of starter reports that have already been created for you. You can run them or use them to build from. Izenda is fairly complicated for the average user, but if you or someone on your staff has the ability to work with a report writer, you will find that this greatly expands your capability. If you don't have someone with those skills, then tech support staff can build reports for you as needed. Reporting can be a little daunting. Denari offers a lot of reporting options and flexibility, but sometimes that can feel like too many options and can be a little overwhelming when you're just getting started. When you need assistance, please contact tech support. They can guide you to the right report and, if needed, create an Izenda report for you. Denari can't always give you exactly what you want, but usually we can come pretty close. This concludes the overview of reporting. If you have any questions, contact tech support through the help button at the top of Denari.